I love this story. South Africa is making global news today. It's all over the world. South Africa can officially say we have the oldest living human being in the world.
Okay, family, this Fry Guy here with another episode of Slight Research. Some of our brothers and sisters are breaking records as usual, but still not getting the recognition they deserve. The motherland with not a lot of fast food and hospitals are still producing some of the oldest people on the planet. You got to know to grow. Let's get into these facts, not fiction. The oldest elders on the planet live in the motherland. Johanna Muzimbuku of South Africa, celebrating 128 years of life, is believed to be the oldest person in the world. The persevering woman was born in 1894 and raised on a maize farm in Oosterdal, a town in South Africa. She was the eldest of 12 children. Muzimbuku's childhood was simple, yet beneficial to her lasting health. She remembers growing up on a combination of fresh milk and wild spinach, and occasionally locusts as a result of infestation on her farm. As she got older, Muzimbuku enjoyed a flourishing marriage and family life. She earned her living for years as a domestic worker for farm owners. She ironed and cleaned. Muzimbuku had 7 kids in her marriage, 2 to whom are alive. She is a proud elder of 50 grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Facts, not fiction.
Year she celebrates 130 years on planet Earth. A Home Affairs document confirms her birth in 1883. Mussolini was born 6 months later and Hitler 6 years later. Both despots are long dead. Rametsi has lived through the Boer War and both world wars. She's frail, but her sight and memory are still razor sharp. The centenarian attributes her ripe age to biblical lessons and eating lots of vegetables.
But God, it yet look me all the time. If I eat the goat today, if I drink the goat today, that's why I'm so big. I did go to Malawi. My heart was very sore when I didn't saw my mother. I think my mother even can die and I can die, and I'm not nearly to him.
Wikipedia records a 115-year-old Japanese national as the oldest living person. The president reaffirmed the importance of senior citizens in the country.
Let me congratulate all centenarians present here. There can be no bigger human achievement than living to the ripe age of 100 years.
The 130-year-old Johanna Ramatsi was already 111 years old when she voted in South Africa's first democratic elections in 1994. President Jacob Zuma has called on the country to value elderly people like her and treat them with unconditional love. Patricia Fasaki, SABC News.
Can't forget the brother, Freddie Blom. World's oldest man died at age 116 in South Africa, August 22, 2020. Freddie Blom's identity documents show he was born in Eastern Cape province in May 1904. When he was a teenager, his entire family was wiped out by the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. He went on to survive 2 world wars and apartheid. Although he gave up drinking many years ago, he was a regular smoker. However, a coronavirus-related lockdown imposed by the South African government reportedly meant he was unable to buy tobacco to roll his own cigarettes on his 116th birthday. Facts, not fiction.
Was so accurate and detailed that he convinced Ethiopian station Oromia TV's Mohammed Adimo that he must be at least 160 years old. He tells Amido, when Italy invaded Ethiopia, I had 2 wives and my son was old enough to herd cattle.
Many people won't be aware of Italy's invasion of Ethiopia in 1895. But one man doesn't just know about the battle, he claims to have lived through it. Retired farmer Dahakwa Etba from Ethiopia says he is just staggering 160 years old, which would make him the world's oldest man. He claims to have clear memories of Italy's invasion of his country in the 19th century. However, there is no birth certificate to prove his age. In a statement to Omaria TV, he provided so much detail on the history of his local area that reporter Mohammed Ademo became convinced that Mr. Etba must be at least 160 years old. Facts, not fiction.